cap a wonderful performance.
Comes Mandy back, Ashton, goal! What a finish! He's still going from there, pulls it back, and there is the 11th.
Passion, history, pride and rivalry. India versus Pakistan in any sport has it all. In hockey, these two nations have probably the most famous rivalry there is. And for the first time ever in Muscat, they compete once more toe-to-toe. In history, however, these teams have faced each other 175 times. It's Pakistan versus India in the round robin. In terms of the 2018 Hero Asian Champions Trophy, both aim to consolidate a fine start. India's young squad were professional in an 11-0 destruction of host Oman. Pakistan comfortably beating Korea 3-1. The Sultan Qaboos complex is the venue. The weather is a lovely 29 degrees, humidity 64%. And the news is no rain this evening, which is important. Of course, the top 4 spots in the round robin are vital, with semi-finals to come. There's every likelihood that the fans will be watching India-Pakistan again in around a week's time, but will it be semi-finals or final stages? India currently sits second, Pakistan of course sit third. Both teams 1 win apiece. Malaysia 2 wins from 2, although they found it very, very difficult. We're going to go down pitch side with Charlie Broom.
Big game for Pakistan this evening, and I guess they don't come much bigger than India.
Yeah, it's a big game, and today we have prepared for some for this match. Also, we are prepared for that, and yeah, I'm expecting a good game, and let's see.
You had a lovely game yesterday, 3 good quarters. I guess you want 4 good quarters tonight.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I guess.
And what are you going to ask for the boys?
Sorry?
What are you going to ask from the boys?
Well, to play hockey and to convert penalty corners, of course, and to avail all the possibilities of scoring the chances. And that's what we are going to do today, because it's last in Asian Games we were unlucky to have opportunities but couldn't score. But Pakistan team played well. But this time we are hoping for the best.
Well, listen, best of luck this evening. Thank you very much for your time. Cheers.
Well, Pakistan opened with a win, but tonight it's a different proposition in India. We'll now hear from Harinder Singh, the Indian coach. He was talking to Charlie Broom.
Harry, you've played in these games and you coach these games. Just give us a little insight into them.
Just another game. I think that just play the cool, don't lose your emotion and enjoy the game. Keep scoring. We want these players should be hungry and show the hunger on the pitch.
Great start in the opening game against Oman, a slightly different proposition tonight. What do you need to do really well tonight to get over Pakistan?
Just a simple hockey. What we are, I think, doing in training, just play the simple hockey. Don't complicate. Pass, pass, pass. The 3 teams, they have to keep this thing, and I think the boys is capable to play the simple hockey.
Well, Harry, I hope you get your simple hockey. Best of luck this evening.
Thank you very much. I enjoy the game.
Well, this is how it looks head-to-head. 25 wins apiece and 5 draws. Well, that is in FIH major competition. Since 2010, India have played Pakistan 34 times. India have won 8. India have won 18. Pakistan have won 8, and there have been 8 draws between them. Well, it is the boys in blue of India tonight. They last beat Pakistan in Jakarta just a couple of months ago in the Asian Games bronze medal match. It finished 2-1, and India took the bronze home from Indonesia. For Pakistan, they went home with no medal at all. Of course, India are the reigning Asian Champions Trophy gold medalists. Pakistan, well, they could, here in Muscat this week, win their 3rd ever gold medal at this competition. But of course, so could India. These 2 teams, the only 2 to ever win this championship. 4 gold medals between them. And the biggest margin of victory in any game between these 2 ever in this competition, just 1 goal. We will now have the national anthems of both teams.
Jersey number 6, Tasavir Abbas of Pakistan, is playing his 100th international for Pakistan. He will be presented a hockey stick by the team manager Hassan Sardar.
Tessawat Abbas there, 100th cap, picking up his accolade from Hassan Sardar, the new coach of Pakistan. 100 caps, fantastic achievement. And coming forward for India, Srijesh, the talismanic goalkeeper. 200 caps to his name for the 30-year-old from Kerala. Stands 6 foot tall, and Alendra Singh has the honours of congratulating Srijesh.
Well done, Srijesh.
Clean sheet against Oman for Srijesh, and 200 caps coming up tonight against Pakistan.
The national anthem of both the countries. First, the national anthem of Islamic Republic of Pakistan. Thank you.
There we go. This is always a hugely significant encounter in hockey. India and Pakistan love playing against each other. Srijesh, a smile on his face as ever, celebrating tonight that milestone. But in goal for Pakistan, Imran Butt. The back four. Look out for Alim Bilal, the drag flicker. Tessawat, of course, 100 caps up front. Mohammed Irfan Jr., Ajaz Ahmed scored in game number 1, and Mohammed Zubair. And the star player is the captain, Mohammed Rizwan Sr. A goal versus career. He makes things happen for Pakistan. He really is their standout player. Full of energy, full of smiles, and hoping, from Pakistan's point of view, to be scoring against that man Srijesh this evening. 200 appearances for him. A strong backline of Surrender Varun, Jarmanpreet, who impressed last time out, and Harmanpreet, who scored. Lalit, Akashdeep, Gurjan, all on the score sheet against Oman. It's 4-3-3. And Srijesh is our one to watch this evening. Well, who can argue? He is a real figurehead in goal for this Indian team. He's 30 years of age, returned from that horrible long-term injury at the start of the year where he regained the captaincy for this competition. That has now gone to Manpreet, but no doubt Srijesh will still be having a say, and he will definitely be having a say for India in the Indian goal. There are your two smiling umpires for this evening. Bruce Bale of England on the right-hand side, Peter Wright of South Africa on the left-hand side. And they will be taking care of proceedings and making sure everything is in order. And in the video umpire seat is Jakub Mazlik of the Czech Republic. No smile from him this evening. He will be very much watching the action. Each team, of course, can refer decisions once, and if they continue to, or if they get the decision right, it continues to roll on throughout the game. If they get it wrong, they lose that referral. We're underway. It's Pakistan, India here. The 82nd time in the 21st century that these two famous rivals have taken to a field against each other. And Cedric D'Souza, your thoughts on this one?
Well, I think the most important thing is the both are very skillful teams. Even though they demonstrate hockey, which can lift up the crowd, there are going to be lots of turnovers in this game. But from that perspective, I think there'll be great build-ups and, of course, counter-attacking at his best.
There's Senior, danger straight away from him, and a penalty corner straight away. Now, India, will they refer? I think they're going to. They rush over to right, they do.
Yes, Peter.
It's not dangerous.
Okay, I'm checking the height of the ball.
Thank you.
Checking whether it's danger or not. Your thoughts on the first viewing? In fact, we'll get a second view here.
Well, I think the ball comes off Surendra's stick and it goes. For me, it's just, you know, if you look at it from this angle, it definitely goes over the knee level. But was the player bending lower? That's the key issue.
So, will it be deemed dangerous?
Peter, I have no clear reason to change your decision. It was a dangerous ball, so therefore India lose their referral.
Inside the first minute. Now, that is significant because they have a whole game left without their referral, India. And if they have a decision they may disagree with, they cannot challenge it anymore. You see just below the IND on the screen, their red semicircle now, sorry, their green semicircle now turns to red for India. That means they cannot ask for a referral from the video umpire from now on. Srijesh and his defenders, Cedric, preparing themselves. And we know that Alim Bilal is a dangerous threat for Pakistan.
Well, he has a powerful drag flick and he normally goes for the high balls in the roof of the nets.
It is Bilal. Good save from Srijesh, but he can't get a rebound. And it's the number 7 for Pakistan, Mohamed Irfan Jr., who I believe has got the goal. And brilliant rebounding from the postman. The 29-year-old diving in.
Well, the ball was flicked to the left-hand side of Srijesh. The ball ricochets off his pad onto the postman, Surendra's leg. And on the resultant ball, lying loose there, he just dives on the ball and plays the ball inside the goal, Irfan Jr.
He missed the Asian Games. He started against Korea, and he has started with rather a bang for Pakistan against India. Irfan Jr. with the goal, and it's currently Pakistan 1, India 0. Harmanpreet doesn't look forward at all, goes immediately back to centre-back Varun Kumar. Turn from Chingling Sama down the line where Akashdeep can't hold the ball, and it's drilled away by Pakistan on that left-hand side. Well, Cedric, a difficult start this as far as India are concerned, but surely for Harinder Singh it gives him a chance to see the character of his team, and for Pakistan the perfect opening.
Well, I think the most important thing is that they got to settle their nerves down. Getting a goal in the first couple of minutes really puts the wind in the sails for Pakistan, but India has to get their act together and just play cool and calm.
Just flashing off the blade of Akashdeep, but dangerous forward he is indeed.
But he spins off onto the left-hand side, looking for the reverse tomahawk, but the ball is hit wide.
corner. 2 balls on the pitch. And Harindra, Cedric, a disappointing start for the coach.
Well, yes, you know, nobody likes to concede a goal in the first minute itself. But Pakistan showed their intent by putting a lot of pressure on the ball. And, you know, it's just early in the game. There's a lot of time left. Harindra is a very cool customer.
Cedric says, not panic stations just yet. Varun Kumar out to the right-hand side. Manpreet, the junior award winner for 2018. Lovely ball to the left-hand side. Pakistan having to be careful, and the ball very nearly sneaking in towards Gurjant. And things can just settle down from both teams. Pakistan leading high. Mohamed Irfan, Cedric, a player who, for Pakistan, sits deep at the back. Expectations from him this evening?
Well, definitely they're going to use his experience as much as possible, but you know, he has a little bit of a speed factor which they can exploit.
Gurjant forward, he's got players ahead of him. That is a fantastic tackle from Mohamed Irfan. Jarmanpreet, lifted ball in towards Akashdeep, takes it perfectly. Players around him, the umpire says play on. India still somehow have the ball, and a 16 is given.
Well, a great tackle here by Irfan, a fantastic run back, and you know, it throws his body along the left-hand side and gets the ball without getting the man, so no card either.
The whistle goes India's way. Jarmanpreet, goal scorer against Oman again. Well over 80 caps now in his young career. Hard to believe he's still only 22, such an outstanding talent at such an age.
Well, Manpreet is actually also the captain, the work engine, and the most influential player on the pitch. Leads from the front, is adept, well in attack as well as in defence. And his precision in his passing is great.
Yeah, Hardik into the D goes, and a penalty corner. And Hardik, who is only on his second appearance for his country, has been instrumental in picking up India's first penalty corner here. Superb from the youngster. No wonder he's smiling.
Well, he drives into attack, he attacks the space, he sees the host of sticks, he's still looking at the right place time. The ball ricochets off onto Pakistan's leg and a penalty corner. What was nice was see his calmness, he was cool under pressure, looking for a foot and finds it and earns a penalty corner for India.
So Varun is there. Sumit and Sharma alongside each other. It's going to be another penalty corner to India. Rizwan just readjusting.
Well, it was a good line, he ran onto the ball and covered the left-hand side of the keeper.
Against Oman, of course, we saw India score with a runner running from the left-hand side. Dilpreet is the man there at the moment. Manpreet to pull out. Here comes Varun once more. And it will go to Dilpreet if he can get there. No, he can't. Varun can. India still have possession inside the Pakistan 23. Down the left-hand side, into the D goes Varun. Spins back, but Pakistan regain control, but only very briefly. And then the ball just back and forth, and Pakistan can come away, and Zubair is cut down rather in the centre of midfield.
Well, you know, he's actually blocked by a body blocker, a bit on the stick being raised slightly on the knee and dropped, and a free hit given to Pakistan.
Error from Rizwan Senior there, but Pakistan get themselves out of trouble, although only briefly as they hand the ball away to India on the...
Well, just as Manpreet is so important to India as a midfield general, so is Rizwan for Pakistan. He has really a lot of control. He loves to attack the space, and he has a really lethal shot in the D itself.
But very different styles of player as well.
Definitely, but both exploit space really well.
Sumit trying to exploit the space down the right-hand side. This is, of course, match 6. It is, of course, Pakistan versus India, the pool stages of this 2018 Hero Asian Champions Trophy. The first time this famous rivalry has taken centre stage in the capital of Muscat. Mohamed Irfan slightly fortunate, I think, there not to be called for backing in, but got the call from the umpire. The whistle goes, and again the green shirts have the possession on the left-hand side. They're 1-0 up at the moment with 9 minutes to go in this first quarter of play here at the Sultan Qaboos Stadium. Pakistan down the right-hand side, the clipped cross from Ali Shan. Gurinder eventually gets the ball away, and then Hardik trying to get the ball through the eye of the needle.
What's really heartening to see is that youngsters are really not under, holding the pressure, not getting stressed about a situation when they're under so much pressure, playing the ball out cleanly.
Manpreet was looking to bring Jarmanpreet in there, and he's noted as being a defender who really does like to get forward, so Manpreet not wrong.
Well, I think, if you look at it, the diagonal balls that are being played at the 45-degree angles are the most dangerous passes, because they're getting the player who is running in the forward momentum and catches the ball on the run. And with Jarmanpreet, Harmanpreet is another person who loves to go up forward, and the Indian defenders are actually those who can actually play up forward too.
Bruce Bell just calming things down here. And now Pakistan, space down the right-hand side. The jab tackle from Harmanpreet. Over goes Hardik to add to his support as Abu Mahmood, a very dangerous player for Pakistan, finally gets dispossessed, and Ahmad Butt will restart. Mohamed Irfan always waiting for the right ball, finds it to Qadir, whose brother is also a Pakistani international, played in Dhaka at the Asia Cup last year. Here's Rizwan Senior now, back it comes to the goal scorer, and India come away with the ball. Mandeep isolated, Gurjant, Cedric trying to get forward, and India do have some players ahead of the ball here, but then Jarmanpreet losing out, and very quickly Atiq, who knows where the goal is himself, tries to break away, but poor ball retention from both teams.
Well, we talk about turnovers in the first opening statement, because there's so much of a skill factor. They try to go up very fast, got to hold your horses, play slowly, and then just exploit the gaps.
Hardik, who is really developing into a fine international player in just a couple of matches, really showing his flair and talent. Out to the left-hand side it goes. Nicely picked up by Lalit. That's a very fine first touch, but Pakistan ripped the ball away.
Well, the first touch is so important because you've got to get into the forward momentum. And, when you get it on the blind side, it was jab tackled very well by Pakistan's Tasawwur.
It is cornered, manages somehow to find a way round Chingming Sana there. Kottajit was coming into, had a third player in the India defence in that bottom corner, but Pakistan could try and relieve the pressure with the aerial ball. It's aimed towards Jarmanpreet, though, who takes it coolly.
Well, I think the most important thing is, he thought about hitting a long ball, but he saw there was no spaces available. So he just played the ball parallel to the other side, from the ball side to the help side, to open up spaces and then to play the ball through. It's good thinking by the youngsters. They're actually using a lot of their game intelligence, which is great.
It's Pakistan's last match. They won 3-1 against the Koreans in their opening game. Rizwan Senior got the man of the match for India. Well, 11-0. It was a fine performance, and Dilpreet, the young Indian forward, picked up a hat-trick late on, equaling the highest score ever in an Asian Champions Trophy game. Ali Shan finds a way around Akashdeep. India have to be very careful here, because Ahmad wanted the ball, didn't get it, and now Harmanpreet can get his eyes up, and dangerous position this for Ali Shan, with Harmanpreet Harmanpreet does very, very well to pick up a free hit. Break on here for India. Gurjant ahead of Lalit. Akashdeep getting there too. There's an overload for India. They go the right-hand side, and Gurjant has a lot of work to do to pick up the ball. He does it well. Free hit one.
Well, I think the ball was played really well, but the early ball should have been played. He held on to the ball a little bit longer than he should have, because Gurjant already made the lead. The early pass would have got more dividends.
Gurinder. Lack of pace in that ball from Gurinder. Now Hardik. Oh, that was a pick and a half for Chingling Sana. His skills just let him down, almost surprising himself. Harmanpreet, what a pick that is, and then some silky skills to boot.
Well, you know, he's just a player who is so total and complete. He can do anything with the ball. He's brilliant with stick work, as well as he's got one of the most brilliant and dangerous slap hits, which can penetrate defense from the defense all the way into the opposite circle. So he is a guy who's a cool customer, doesn't get ruffled, and of course a lethal penalty corner flick too.
Just over 3.5 to go in the first. The score: Pakistan 1, India 0. The Pakistani goal coming very, very early from their number 7, Mohammad Irfan Jr. A penalty corner, taking advantage of a rebound off Srijesh. Now Hardik looking to, oh, what skills from Hardik! Oh, just couldn't get the shot away, but wow, some 3D skills from the player on his second ever international game.
You know, it brings joy to the heart to see this youngster just under no pressure there, holding the ball, getting in the circle, a little bit of 3D skills and trying to just control the ball, and loses control of it, and is jack tackled by the Pakistan defender. But great confidence by the youngster.
Akashdeep taking advantage of Mohammad Irfan losing the ball. Bruce Bale just slowing Akashdeep down. Gurinder restarts for India. Here is Gurinder once more. Long ball, a touch from Mohammad Irfan. Jarmanpreet pulls it back, can't find the player he wanted. Corner is the signal from the umpire. India starting to really threaten.
Well, he gets down to the baseline looking for a really strong pass, but there was no power in that ball, so he couldn't get the ball across the D.
Hardik, first pass from him that I've really seen go away from its target this evening. Here's Surrender. Experience from him. A player you know very, very well indeed, Cedric, from the Hockey India League.
Yes, definitely he plays for Delhi Wave Riders, and one of the things about him is he's got a really powerful hit.
Akashdeep pulls it back, the whistle goes. The ball apparently had gone off the end of the pitch. Akashdeep stopped in his tracks.
My God, he just gets the ball, he attacks the baseline, the ball just crosses out, and it was because Hardik was open on top of the penalty spot to get his first goal properly for India.
Sumit has the ball. India starting to threaten Pakistan. Pakistan, though, 1-0 up. Manpreet, lovely ball in. Oh, and it just flashes past poor Akashdeep. And if he had left it alone, Dilpreet was there too. Bill out with the aerial. And Cedric, every time Pakistan, it was Nilakanta Sharma, look to get the ball away. India pick it up. Chingling Sana, not the greatest tackle coming back from Pakistan, and then play broken down. Under a minute left to go in this first quarter. Into the D it goes. Oh, that fell so unkindly from an Indian point of view. Mandeep's stick taking it away. And then a rare break for Pakistan. Abu Mahmood backs himself, but the ball gets the better of his legs.
The ball goes down to the baseline here, crosses the entire circle, but no marking by the Pakistan defence, and the Indian strikers actually opened in the defence. They should have actually trapped that ball, and it would have been a goal all the way.
Now, Mandeep, the player, has to back off. Maybe slightly fortunate there, although wasn't really given a chance to get away. The Pakistani defender, Mandeep, was clipped from outside the D by Manpreet into the D. And India, well, after 15 minutes, they find themselves 1-0 down here. The Pakistani fans are the ones making the noise because of the goal from Mohammad Irfan Jr. very early on. It's 1-0 to Pakistan at the first break, but India have had a lot of the game. A long way to go in this one. Pakistan 1, India 0. Well, Cedric, Pakistan will be pleased because they're 1-0 up. We'll see the goal here from Mohammad Irfan Jr. Let's talk about that first of all.
Well, the flick was really well to the left-hand side of Srijesh. He pads the ball, and he had the postman in front of him. The ball goes back onto his leg, bounces loosely, and just tapped him to the goal. A nice diving tackle, tap-in. Well, you know, if you look at Jarmanpreet, he gets that ball to the baseline, tries to play the ball across the goal, doesn't have any power in that ball, and it's safely tucked away by the Pakistan team.
And the statistics for the game. Pakistan 1, India 0. Shots, Pakistan have had a couple, India have had 3. Circle entries low. That is where it has made the difference for India, 10-3, and they've had loads of possession. Srijesh will be disappointed that he's let a goal in the first quarter, but he will be delighted to see that India have had a lot of high quality possession and high quality delivery as well.
Well, I think when you have so much possession, you've got to convert them into opportunities, and the opportunity will be converted into goals. The ball, they've got to be a little more calmer in the circle. They've got to use a transfer ball from the ball side to the opposite side, to the help side, and then penetrate from down the flanks, because they can actually go along the baseline many a time and open up the defense, because the Pakistan defense is not marking man on man in the circle.
Back underway. It's currently a 1-0 lead to Pakistan at the start of the second quarter. Varun steps inside, really nicely done. Sumit quickly across to Jarmanpreet. Jarmanpreet with the hacked ball forward, well picked up though by Tosiku. Helps Pakistan bring it out of a dangerous area. Zubair. Long aerial for Pakistan, and it's not easy enough for Ajaz Ahmed, who's a goal-scoring threat for Pakistan this evening. Varun. Long ball forward, lovely ball forward, looking for Gurjant. The ball just ricocheting away from him. Of course, the Hero World Rankings, Cedric, an 8-place difference, and partly due to India's rapid rise up the rankings in the last few years, but also Pakistan have had a difficult time. I think that would be fair to say.
But yes, definitely there seems to be a huge gap between both the teams, but you know, when they play against each other, all rankings go out of the window. It's just quite an emotion and a lot of strength and a lot of, you know, passion in the game.
Difficult ball to pick up there for Aleem. He won't have thanked his centre-back partner for that at all. Umar Bhutta, he spins Hardik. Age against experience. And the young age of Hardik was beaten. Now into the D goes Ajaz Ahmed, pulls the ball back. Danger here for India. And it's just flashed wide. And that was a super chance for Mohammad Zubair that he could not take.
Well, the ball actually deflects off a defender. Zubair runs backwards and hits the ball on the run without even looking at the goal and flashes it outside the post.
India have to be on their guard there. They're 1-0 down. They looked very much in the first quarter like they had the power to get back on level terms, but it didn't quite come. Gurinder to Varun. Gurjant, nicely taken but well defended by Pakistan, and Gurjant immediately into play again, and a long corner one. Kumar onto Gurjant. Still India have the ball. Jarmanpreet trying to get the cross in. It didn't quite work out for him that time.
When the ball comes to Jarmanpreet here on the right-hand side, he's looking, he doesn't even look up. He tries to place the ball, thinking that somebody's on the baseline. The ball should have been played to the far post for a tip-in.
Collected by Tosi Karshad. Clever ball out to the right-hand side from him. Space to drive for Umar Buta. And that's well picked up by India. And they can come away once more. Hardik moving it forward to Gurjant, who's rather rattled in possession. Lovely backpedaling from Nilakanta Sharma. 2 whistles go. No one knows who's got the ball. Pakistan are told it's theirs to take. We're live here in Muscat in the Hero Asian Champions Trophy. The score currently Pakistan 1, India 0. The goal coming very early from a penalty corner inside the first minute. India at the same time losing their review. Now Pakistan into the D. Srijesh has to be on his guard. No, he doesn't. The ball flashes away from goal.
Well, a loose ball comes in the circle. He gets the ball, he smashes it, but there's a great touch by Hardik, and the ball goes out for a long corner.
Wasted. Hassan Sada, second game in charge.
Well, Zubair is actually hitting the ball. Look at Hardik's stick. Hits the stick. He's on the line there, putting his body on the line. Really well done by the youngster. The ball ricochets out for a corner.
Hassan Sada's second game in charge. Despite the scoreline, will he be pleased with his team's performance yet? Obviously delighted they're 1-0 up. Long ball in towards the deep.
Well, I think, if you look at that, we'll come back to Hassan Sardar, but the question was that long ball came in, the ball was deflected out over the baseline for a corner. But Hassan Sardar was one of the most brilliant players for Pakistan as a centre striker, and was a gold medalist at the 1996 Olympics.
India wasteful down that right-hand side. Turn from Rizwan Senior. Trying to get round Sumit. Sumit loses his stick. India a player down while Sumit collects. Rizwan Senior has to be careful not to do too much there. And Harmanpreet can come away. Mandeep taking over. Drops it back to Harmanpreet. And India through Hardik again, who is really running right in the midfield. That's a stunning ball through, but he couldn't quite find the target. India, though, regain possession.
Great vision by Hardik. He attacks the space and looking for the ball for strikers Dilpreet and Akashdeep to lead into the circle.
Back it goes. Space again for India to exploit. Unfortunately for Dilpreet, he couldn't pick it up that time. His hat-trick was impressive, despite the fact against a potentially weaker team in the competition.
Well, yes, he's come up from the junior ranks and he's played really well. He got his senior call when he has performed really well at the Aslan Shah, when India took a development team, and now he's cementing his place in the squad, scoring 3 goals against Oman in the first match.
India. Rather a quiet player for India. Goes about his business. Kotajit style, I would almost compare him to, in the way he just carries on, in the way that he likes, and doesn't really cause much fuss. Mandeep. Lovely picked up by Surender Kumar, but he can't get the ball back under control, and Abu Mahmood turns onto the strong side for Pakistan. But India just swarm around and pick the ball back up. Hardik, not scared of a tough challenge. Hardik, I think it's reasonable to say. But Pakistan once more just rebuff the challenge.
Well, I think, if you look at Hardik's game so far in this match, when it's a match which is really of high intensity against 2 really arch rivals, you look at him, he's a cool customer. It's going to give a lot of service for the country, for India.
Harmanpreet again, just maybe slightly forcing it down towards the baseline.
Yeah, I think, when you can't crash that ball in, don't do it. Just
flashed over the bar. Well, Akashdeep went for it, and If that had been on target, who knows? But it wasn't, sadly.
There was a turnover and he's pressured and he turns to Tomahawk and hits the ball. He's got to be much forward, body has to be much more forward, body behind, and he hits the ball and goes out.
Too far away. Imran Butt was definitely looking at it, definitely slightly concerned. Manpreet turns, players round him. Ali Shan immediately gets away from him. Well, oh, fantastic from Manpreet. Wow! Manpreet! What a goal that is! It was all the captain. He somehow got past Ali Shan once, twice. Ali Shan went for him again, and Manpreet just stuffs the push, the kind of flick push in the bottom right-hand corner. It was no more than that, really. But India are level.
Look at the drive forward, taking 1, 2, 3 players, gets into the circle, just pushes the ball towards the left-hand side. And there you had Mandeep standing on the corner, far corner there. Did it touch a stick? You can't tell, but it just flicked towards the far post and beats Imran Butt in the goal. And a brilliant move by the captain and his striker.
And I'll tell you, any right winger worth their salt will claim that. Whether Mandeep touched it or not, he will be telling Manpreet it was his. I'm not sure whether there was a touch or not, but it was all Manpreet. And it was going goalwards anyway, off the stick of the captain, who returned to the captaincy this year. It's been given to Manpreet Singh. There may be a few arguments in the dressing room at half-time as to who the final touch came from. Manpreet gets the free hit and off goes Rizwan Senior for a sit down, shoulder to shoulder. Manpreet definitely coming off worse. Now Jarmanpreet into the D. India a man up here. Rizwan Senior is having a forced sit down for that challenge on Manpreet. We have just 5 minutes 40 left in the half, and India back on level terms, one apiece. Akashdeep slips it inside, finds the foot of Mohammed Irfan, but it was lifted, it was dangerous. There is the Pakistani captain. The ball will just drift harmlessly out of play. India, Cedric, back to one apiece, and they will be thrilled after a lot of hard work and a lot of hard yards so far.
They've had so much of possession, and you know, that one instance of brilliance by Manpreet, and that changes the entire complexity of the game.
Jarmanpreet ball into the D. Good work from Nilakanta. No way through for Gurjant that time. Well done by Imran Butt. But again, he's penned in by two Indian defenders in that top corner. The high press being put on by India.
Well, it's really good because if you look at Manpreet gunning into the circle, and the fantastic thing is he attacks the space, he flicks it. Imran Butt must have been worried about Mandeep standing close to him, so that's the reason why he was completely off balance when the ball passes him on the left foot.
Super stuff from a super player. Manpreet really is a leader of this team, always has a smile on his face. 234 caps now. And obviously, getting forward, we've just seen how strong he can be, Cedric, but in defence as well, Manpreet is a player who is so vital to this Indian team.
Well, you know, sometimes he's made to play as a defender, you know, in the deep defence also, and he performs relatively. So the question is, he's a total player, and he's proved to us just now in the goal that he scored. Brilliant attacking space.
Rizwan has returned from his green card. He smashes the ball in, ignore that, that does not count. The ball has to be touched inside the D by a green shirt of Pakistan in this case, and the other D by a blue shirt of India. Otherwise, no goal will stand. That's why Srijesh actually allowed the ball past him into the goal on that occasion. Ball through, well picked up by Hardik towards Dilpreet, but India win the ball back. Manpreet again. Pakistan don't give him a second. They've seen once what he can do from that range. Ijaz Ahmed was the player in. Long ball, oh, took a deflection. Lalit was there, but a long corner given.
Well, that's the strength of Harmanpreet, the long slingshot into the circle. And fortunately for Pakistan, it went off a defender's stick.
Surrender, the ball just bobbling. Pressure. Quadir, who just tries to shadow the ball out of play. Dilpreet. Flip hit! Just wide. Wow. Nilakanta Sharma scored against Oman, nearly did the same against Pakistan.
Well, the ball comes top of the circle. He hits a slap shot actually without even thinking. On the back foot, and the ball just goes wide.
Great excitement here in Muscat. 4 shots for Pakistan. Their first one went in from Mohammed Irfan Jr. 6 for India. 3 and 3 on target each. And the score at the moment here in the Hero Asian Champions Trophy, it's 1 apiece. Difficult ball from Varun Kumar. Surrender will not thank him for that one. Surrender. Poor pass from him. Picked up by Hardik, a stroke of luck for India. He then is careless in possession. And Pakistan can break with their captain Rizwan Senior. He, though, then hands the ball to Manpreet. Those two having a real battle royale in the middle of the pitch. Manpreet nearly got on the end of that one. But did enough to put him off.
But just look at the vision of Manpreet. Plays the ball into the space for Mandeep, but he mistraps that ball.
Surrender again, just rushing things slightly, missing the ball in the air.
In this last couple of minutes,
for a long corner.
The last couple of minutes, you just see the amount of turnovers.
Kumar, a penalty corner to Pakistan inside the last minute of the half. A reminder, Pakistan took the lead in the first minute of the half. Would they be about to go back in front in the last minute? From an Indian point of view, Cedric, obviously the defence hope very much not.
Well, a crash ball from Ijaz Ahmed into the circle. Varun Kumar not protecting his feet, hits his foot, and a penalty corner given for Pakistan in the last minute.
Bilal is there and ready. Rizwan will pull out. It's a penalty corner, Pakistan. 51 seconds left of the half here in Muscat. Drag flick, and it's gone wide and away, and no danger. Mohammed Rizwan stepping in to flick for Pakistan. And Srijesh could let it go.
Well, Dan, you know, when you get a penalty corner, why flick it out? The most important thing is to put it in the box, get a rebound, get a re-penalty corner, but not out, it's gone.
22 seconds to go in the half. We're at 1 apiece here. Down the line from Surrender. Well picked up Mandy. Crash ball. Safely away from the deep for Pakistan, but only as far as Surrender. 5 seconds left to go. Can India get something on the end of it? No, they can't. And there it is, the end of an enthralling first half of action. The second quarter is done and dusted. And India are back to level the game at 1 apiece. It was an inspired moment of brilliance from Manpreet. There he is, the captain, weaving his way through the Pakistan defence. The shot on goal. And did it come off Mandeep or not? It doesn't matter. It's Pakistan 1, India 1 at half-time here in Muscat at the Hero Asian Champions Trophy. Well, here's the Pakistan goal, Cedric, and it really was well taken early. Welcome back to Muscat here in Oman, and it is of course Pakistan 1, India 1. These two famous rivals are locked together at half-time. Pakistan, Mohammad Irfan Jr. took the lead off a penalty corner in just the first minute there, number 7, and Manpreet Singh, India's number 7, with a weaving, winding and wonderful goal to bring it back to 1 apiece. This is how Pakistan took the lead in the very early stages.
Well, it was a really nice tip-in from a loose ball coming off the defender's foot and just dives in and puts the ball inside. Akashdeep tried to spin around and crash that ball with the tomahawk, flies over the post. Jamanpreet comes along the baseline here, looking for a pass to the back, but not enough power in that ball. A great run back, tries to take a shot on the run, facing his own goal, flies the ball out to Zubair. Well, he picks up the ball on the right and then tries to do the tomahawk. And Hardik does very well to just put the stick in the way and deflect the ball out. Manpreet driving in from the center there, comes into the space, attacks the space and flicks it past the goalkeeper on the left-hand side, who was actually bothered by Mandeep standing close to him. But a brilliant piece of attack, a brilliant goal by the skipper. Well, here they're trying to force their way in the circle. A lot of space, a lot of play, not enough marking. But the ball's flashed shot, Nilakanta Sharma, when he had all the time in the world.
And this is how the statistics looked. Well, 1 apiece in terms of goals. 4 shots for Pakistan, 6 for India. Circle entries, 16 for India. That is a fantastic stat as far as Harindra Singh is concerned. 70% possession for India, just 30% in India's half for Pakistan. No corners scored yet for India, 1 of 2 for Pakistan. Love thy neighbours, fantastic. We're going down to hear from Hassan Sada of Pakistan.
You enjoying that game?
Yeah, we are enjoying it.
What your team need to do more of in the second half to come away for the win?
Yeah, we have to go forward and we have to settle down. Boys are running too much. I think we are going to settle now. We'll plan again and then we'll come up for this.
So it's trying to stay calm in this environment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a nice environment. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's a highly charged evening. It really is. In Pakistan running too much was the comment. Harindra Singh was also talking to Charlie Broom.
Harry, your thoughts on that first half?
I think we given soft 2 PC. And that's one of the converter, but I think that we are missing a lot of chances. We should use the baseline and then 90 degree. I think we are able to score the goal. And slightly, I want the players should be patient. We are running for the goal. It's not going to happen. If you make the good pass, automatically the goal is going to happen.
I know you said it was just any other game, but everyone seems very fired up. there's 22 people out on the pitch doing a lot of running, isn't there?
Yeah, that's why we want the players should run, and transformation of the ball should be very fast transition one side to other side, which we are able to do. But now I think simple, the 2-step only, just simple, don't go in the emotion, simple hockey inside the circle, you can score the goal.
Harry, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Well, Harry Singh made his international playing debut in 1990 at the Asian Games. And here he is, hoping to lead India to Hero Asian Champions Trophy victory. The last time that India lost in this competition was in November 2013 against Pakistan, 5-4. So fingers crossed, Cedric, in this second half. Goals, goals, goals to come in this one.
Well, I think the most important thing for them is to move the ball quickly and to transfer. As Harinder Singh said, they have to be patient in the circle. And most important is the fact that attack the baseline and find the spaces in the waves that are attacking in the D.
Just Mohamed Irfan getting his shoe looped within the Indian stick. The ball flashes across goal. India get another long corner.
Well, I think his stick got into his shoelaces.
Mohamed Irfan, though, does well here because he doesn't get fired up. That didn't rile him at all, and sometimes you see that rile players. Play continues down the right-hand side. Surrender will smash the ball through, but yet again, a long corner for India. Positive start here for India.
Well, definitely they're showing their intent. They're moving forward. They're trying to get the ball into the circle as quickly as possible.
Surrender again. That time goes short. Push in the back of Varun. In fact, Sumit, who turns and wins another free hit very, very quickly. Lovely clip hit across. Pakistan try and bring it away. Rajaz Ahmed, he loses control of the ball. Now Akashdeep, pace into the 23, onto the backhand. Lovely touch to Mandeep. He spins. Oh, what a finish from Mandeep through his legs. It's India 2, Pakistan 1. A magical Mandeep strikes again here in Muscat.
What a fantastic play of improvisation there. Mandeep gets that ball from a pass from Akashdeep. He's got his back to the ball. He spins and he sees the players closing him down. He just digs the ball through his legs, past the goalkeeper. Fabulous improvisation by Mandeep.
Let's see a better manufactured goal potentially this year. That was sheerly delightful from Mandeep, a player who scored his first ever goal in an Indian shirt against Oman. And he scored probably one of his best here against Pakistan, surprising the Pakistani goalkeeper. Jubilation for the Indian fans. It's 2-1 India.
Well, Dan, the important thing to understand there was he didn't try to raise his stick and smash that ball, and it was his deftness and his guileless as well as his brilliance to just dig that ball into the goal.
Lifted into Harman 3-2, just steps back to the edge of the circle. Pakistan trying to find a way back on level terms themselves now. Mandeep goes back and does the defending. India come away with the ball, and it's well worked. And space and a chance here for Dilpreet with Mandeep alongside him. Turned onto the reverse, shoots. And then a great second save from Imran Butt. Well, Dilpreet potentially could have done better. Chingling Sana nearly got himself on the score sheet as well.
Well, Dilpreet spins, he takes that shot. But does very well. The ball ricochets back on top of the circle. The rebound again plays saved very well by Butt.
So Akashdeep giving away the free hit, and the green shirts can just calm things down. Hassan Sada very clear that he wanted his team to be more composed, and surprisingly said he wanted them to do less running, which you hear rarely in international hockey these days. Umar Bhutta trying to find a way through and around Hardik, and Hardik turns around with a smile on his face. Bhutta winning the free hit for Pakistan. Don't forget, India have lost their referral. That means they cannot ask the video umpire to refer any decisions. Pakistan still have theirs.
Well, look at how Akashi pulls the ball to the left and gives a lovely pass to Mandeep. Mandeep spins, and as he spins, the goalkeeper moves to the right-hand side, and all he does is dig the ball between his legs into the goal.
Akashdeep brings Jarmanpreet into play, and he tries to deliver a cross, which is intercepted, but hands India a long corner. It would have been the last thing Imran Butt was expecting, that shot from Mandeep. The whistle goes. And Pakistan again have a reprieve.
Well, wave after wave of attack by India. So many turnovers and loss of possession. India has so much of possession now, getting into the circle so many times. The important thing is to try and get goals now.
2 special goals from India this evening to get themselves ahead. Umar Bhutta driving. Harmanpreet is there in an instant, and a good tackle from him. Not once, twice. The second time, though, India draw a whistle from the umpire.
As a free man, Harmanpreet is way up into the, almost in the Pakistani quarter. It just shows the intent that they're putting some of the pressure on the ball.
Pakistan get the free hit. Zubair wants it. He won't end up taking it. Instead, it's crash ball through. There'll be a free hit to Pakistan from outside the deep. In fact, a retake. Pakistan now chasing this game, Cedric, and pressure telling there. You can see they're trying to force things.
Yeah, definitely. Actually, both teams are trying to crash that ball in the circle without moving the defense.
Ilakanta. Chingling Sana was trying to get alongside. The ball was sent very quickly up to the forward line and didn't find its way to its intended target. Pakistan now. Abu Mahmood, he's got pace, he's got power, but he loses the ball to Jarmanpreet, who releases, and the game is becoming very stretched here. Akashdeep, lovely skill from him, making Abu Mahmood look not like the best defender you've ever seen. Harmanpreet searching for Lalit. Lovely takedown by Bilal. Calmness in a highly charged situation.
Well, we thought that he would be the chink in the armor of the Pakistan defense, but he's played really well in terms of, interceptions.
Irfan steps forward to Pakistan underway once more. Old captain to new captain as Rizwan Senior captains the team here at the Eurasian Champions Trophy. Loses the ball, and Manpreet again, the man who does the retrieving for India. Chingling Sana, Lalit has, couldn't quite get control.
Well, his first touch was he's looking for the second pass without tapping the first ball, and the ball just touches the stick and goes over the baseline. Well, India is showing a lot of intent and going forward. They've got to be a little more patient, because turnover after turnover is happening with the Pakistan team.
Ilakanta plays it onto a Pakistani foot. Umar Bhutta telling the umpire he disagrees. Will it be in India's favour to keep the sort of real intensity and the passion in the game here?
Well, definitely in terms of speed and pace has to be with India, because they are a fitter team, definitely. And number 5 in the world should be exercising the authority on the pitch.
Of course, World Cup coming up just over a month away. That is not a goal. It missed everything on its way in. It has to take a touch off the attacking team in the D, don't forget.
Well, if you look at this, okay, there's no movement of the defense. Barun smashes that ball right in the center. If he had just moved a couple of yards on either side, the defenders have to move, and then you get your gaps to thrash that ball in.
Both teams will be there in Bhubaneswar, looking to give the best account of themselves possible. Pakistan have the ball inside the India 23. Rizwan Senior. Lifted ball. India can play on, although it was lifted in towards Varun Kumar. Pakistan tried to come away, but they won't be allowed to because it has gone against them. And Hassan Sada's team, well, they've given a good account of themselves so far in these first 2 games.
Definitely, but I think they come against a much stronger team in this match.
Mandeep is in the middle waiting for the ball. It's pushed out by Imran, but as far as Mandeep, and that hasn't gone in, it's just gone wide into the side netting.
Well, it's good to see that they attack the baseline, they place the ball into the top of the circle. He mistraps. The first touch wasn't good enough. The ball ricochets to Mandeep, who tries to hit a tomahawk but hits on the side netting.
Very deep for Pakistan. Manpreet comes in to try and steal the ball away. Instead, it will be an opportunity for Tosif Garshad to get things moving for Pakistan. And oh, do they need a goal here? 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. They're 2-1 down. Sublime skill from Mandeep to score the second. And wizardry from Manpreet with the first for India. Here's Hardik. Another fine display from him. Manpreet alongside. Interesting to see Manpreet come into the left of midfield with Hardik taking up the central role. Now, Mohammad Irfan, not the most mobile for Pakistan, but getting forward.
Well, I think it was a great interception by Irfan there, and he drives into the space to try and play the ball to his strikers.
Corner for Pakistan. Penalty corner for Pakistan.
Great, Peter.
Bruce Bale.
Spot on, thanks, mate.
Penalty corner. And India need to be very careful here because Pakistan already showed what they can do. Since India do not have their review available to them, they lost it in the first minute.
But you look at that sweep shot going inside, and Gurinder is trying to get in front of his
10 seconds.
And the ball hits him on the foot.
Let's get him going, guys. Guys,
corner.
I need you in, yeah?
I think originally thought the ball had come off his stick and changed his decision, and that was good umpiring. Pakistan, 50% success rate for them so far. Goes wrong. Mohammad Irfan was the man waiting to drag flick. Manpreet again turns defence into attack. Mandeep and Akashdeep there with him, and he kicked the ball.
What a fantastic transference from the defence right up to Mandeep. Mandeep actually hits the ball on his back stick while running to receive that ball.
Well, if ever there was a chance to go 3-1 up against Pakistan, that was it. And it just didn't quite go. Manpreet, though, to turn defence into attack in that way was just different level.
Incredible with the reverse hit from a deep defence into the opposition 25.
For those who are keeping score on aggregate, it's India 354, Pakistan 395. That's in all-time games between these two. The aggregate score. And India, are they going to score another? Yes, they are, and it's Dilpreet who's got it, his 4th of the competition. And India are into a 3-1 lead here in a blink of an eye. Dilpreet finishing past Imran, but in again, super style.
A fantastic ball by Akashdeep down to Lalit on the baseline. The ball is played towards the circle, towards the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper pads the ball. It comes off his foot, doesn't know where the ball is, rolls onto Dilpreet, who smashes into the roof of the net.
A hat-trick against Oman, and the 3rd goal against Pakistan. India are all smiles, and Dilpreet is at it again. After being 1-0 down here, India have turned this round, and true resilience being shown by this young Indian squad. Narendra Singh has brought a mix of real youth and some experience to this game. Chinglang Sana, one of the experienced players, finds Nilakanta Sharma. cleared away, but Pakistan will give up possession again inside their own half. Kottajit, one of those more experienced Indian players, finds Hardik, 2 caps to his name from a vastly experienced international hockey playing family. Harmanpreet, former under-21 player, of course won gold at the 2016 Junior World Cup on home soil. Cross in it goes, and Butt watches it wide, and now India seem to have their tails up.
Well, you know, they had, look at this crash ball coming inside, and Akashdeep, you can see that they know they're in the right place to try and tip those balls inside or to deflect those balls in.
Ali Bilal tries to get past Lalit, who continues to hassle, continues to shadow, doesn't give an inch, still into the 23, and then a good tackle as well.
What he was doing was he's giving a lot of reverse pressure, didn't want to throw the tackle and get a card. He waited for the opportune moment and then jab tackled when he got on line with him.
The ball across and out to the left-hand side it goes. Akashdeep back there, equally putting good pressure on as a forward. And then it's stolen away, and Harmanpreet can open up, and now the opportunity forward for Lalit, and he's got support, he's got Harmanpreet, we've got Gurjant in the middle, but it's behind Gurjant. And Harmanpreet just could not find his man.
Well, a fantastic ball by Lalit there to Harmanpreet on the wide. He gets into the circle looking for a cross ball, but he plays the ball towards the penalty spot, but gunning into the goalkeeper for a tip in there. Ball played behind him.
Goes on halfway. Pakistan get the restart, and quickly through by Ejaz Ahmed. Ejaz Ahmed still somehow keeps possession on the 5-metre dotted line outside the D. Pakistan will recycle, they'll go back around, they'll try and find another way through. Bilal. Tomahawk. Srijesh had to be on his guard as the ball bounced in towards him. Just 8 seconds, 7 seconds left to go in the third. This has been an excellent third quarter for India. They go in with a 2-goal cushion now. And a third quarter, a third 15 minutes of real desire and passion. An explosion from the Indian forwards, and they get their 3-1 lead at the end of the third here in Muscat. And the highlights from this third quarter will be something special. Well, Akashdeep taking the ball into the D, Mandeep, and through past Imran, but the cheekiest of goals you will see.
Well, sublime skills by Mandeep. He gets the ball. It's actually really a matter which you can treasure this goal in the way he did it, you know. Ball falls for Dilpreet off a pad, not cleanly padded by Butt, and he flicks it into the goal. Butcher and Bara that on the line.
And there are the statistics. 12 shots to 4. 22 circle entries now, 5 for Pakistan, and India 65% possession in the opponent's half. Welcome back to Muscat, the Hero Asian Champions Trophy 2018. Well, after 3 quarters, the score is Pakistan 1, India 3. The Indian flag is waving the proudest at the moment. The smiles are on the Indian supporters' faces. They, from half-time being 1-1, through Manpreet's equaliser, Mandeep and then Dilpreet with the goals for India in response to a first minute goal from Mohammad Irfan Jr. Chinglang Sana will be looking to consolidate this position for India in the last quarter. Cedric, important for India, hugely important to win here against Pakistan to take those first 2 wins from the first 2 matches.
Definitely, in terms of also, making winning a habit. It's very important for India, especially with the World Cup coming up around the corner.
Gurinder finds Surrender. He tries to barge his way past Ejaz Ahmed, who, alongside Umar Bhutta, steals back for the green shirts, and then Rizwan Senior. Pace from him. Manpreet decides to leave well alone and get back into the deep. Return from Zubair. Manpreet, that's why he did the hard work to get back, because he won the ball in the second phase of the attack from the Pakistanis. Now India, wave forward once more. Nilakanta Sharma, Mandeep's ahead of him. Stolen by Irfan.
Well, the most important thing is the ball speed when you're trying to play these passes. And if the ball is slow, you give the opposition a 50-50 chance of trying to win that ball. Ball speed has to be much faster, and that ball was picked up by Irfan from Akash's pass.
And the umpire just telling 2 players in the D to be careful. Jarmanpreet and Zubair. Jarmanpreet can't clear properly. Rizwan Senior lifts the ball, and India will have the free hit. Srijesh goes over and tells Jarmanpreet what he thinks, and then Srijesh is going to be replaced. In comes Krishan Patak. Played in the second half against Oman. Cedric, as a former keeper yourself, exciting times with this goalkeeper?
Well, definitely when you play against Pakistan, it has all the more emotion and the more experience for him. So from that perspective, giving him an opportunity is brilliant for the youngster, and to grab it.
Srijesh's 200th appearance, and he gets a standing ovation from the Indian fans in the crowd as he exits to the Indian bench, and well deserved from him. Couldn't quite keep a clean sheet, but it was an excellent penalty corner from Pakistan in the first minute to take the lead. Akashdeep, long ball. Dilpreet tried to manufacture a penalty corner, wasn't given by Peter Wright.
It was a fantastic defense by Abbas Asawad. Dilpreet, he is low and strong, and grabs the ball from Dilpreet, who was trying to spin off him.
16 given. Head to head. Pakistan 25 wins, India 25 wins, draws 5. This, of course, though, the 175th time these two have played each other. In the Asian Champions Trophy, India leading 3 wins to 2. There have been 2 draws in history, and the 2 teams, of course, champions of this relatively young competition. 4 times, the only 2 countries to ever win it. Nilakanta along to Akashdeep, who looks to probe the left-hand side, then cuts back into Nilakanta, the Mumbai man in the Hockey India League. Surrender. Gurinder, who has worked away this evening, rather in the shadows.
Well, India's playing as a real team game, passing the ball as much as possible and holding possession.
It'll be Pakistan ball. Bilal goes over to take for the team in green. Umar Bhutta spins, can't find a way through. Manpreet again has the ability to steal, and Nilakanta couldn't quite find Mandeep. But then Akashdeep, look at that for legwork. That is what it means to this Indian team ahead of the World Cup on home soil, playing for their places. Jarmanpreet. Find a blue shirt in the D. Jarmanpreet loses the ball. Umar Bhutta once more surrounded. Manpreet immediately across to him.
Well, a lot of pressure on the ball whenever the Pakistan players have the ball. You can see the Indian strikers putting a lot of pressure.
Mohammed Irfan Jr. Pakistan have the ball in the right-hand corner. Good. Trying to find a way through. Nothing that... Arshad with the long corner for Pakistan. 10 minutes to go here. Pakistan 1, India 3, live in Muscat. The first time these two have played each other here in Oman.
I think Pakistan has to really find the spaces behind the Indian defense. They're holding on.
Harmanpreet to Jarmanpreet, and India again, this right-hand side, their favoured side at the moment, as Mandeep picks up and could have gone to Gurjant, but instead drew the foul from Rizwan Senior.
Well, Mandeep is actually attacking the space, and Rizwan puts his body in the way and pushes Mandeep out. He's been warned by the umpire.
Manpreet. Poor pass from him. Rare that we say that about the Indian captain, and another delightful display from him this evening. Ball lost by Sumit. Rizwan Senior, eyes up, trying to get Pakistan moving forward.
Well, you look at the Indian players, as soon as they lose the ball, they get back in defense. The Pakistan defense isn't moving up. There's a gap between the lines, which the Indian team is exploiting.
Abu Mahmood, into the D it goes. Pakistan looking for something. Manpreet instead comes away. And then, for the second time in quick succession, and it rarely happens, hands the ball away to the opposition. Irfan finds Ahmad Butt, who goes to leg power. Round Gurjant, round Harmanpreet. Wide to Tosiq. And then Pakistan, rather, I think, running out of ideas there. Hassan Sada.
Well, looking for a crash ball in the circle. Just smashing the ball in isn't going to help them. They've got to find spaces. They've got to find their players.
Gurinder. India just controlling things now. They have a 2-goal lead. They're the world rankings. Don't forget, both these teams will be at the World Cup, the Odisha World Cup in Bhubaneswar 2018. It starts at the end of November through to the middle of December. India, of course, the highest ranked team in Asia, 5th in the world. They will be looking to get that World Cup win on home soil.
A lovely first touch by Lalit, looking for his player, and then plays a lovely ball down to Gurjant, who shields the ball and gives a foul to Pakistan.
Gurjant, of course, that's almost a specialism of him, the use of his body, but he has to be careful not to overstep the mark.
Exactly, you know, when you have the ball, you can't put yourself between the ball and the player. So basically, you allow the player to tackle.
India won't mind the ball being in that Pakistani bottom corner. They know that, especially as they've now got the ball back, into the D towards Lalit, but he wasn't far enough away from the Pakistani defender receiving the ball, and the umpire blew him up. Abu turning this way and that.
We look at the Indian team when they put pressure, they all come towards the ball side. There's so much pressure on the ball that you make a mistackle or a mistrap. The turnover is so quick, and they put pressure on you again by going forward.
Mohamed Irfan. Ball across to Ali Shan, miscontrolled by him. Tomorrow, 10:30 p.m. Indian Standard Time. India versus Japan. That will follow this game. Can India go 2 wins from 2? Can they go 3 wins from 3 tomorrow against Japan? We wait to see in match number 7. But it's the last 5 minutes and 42 seconds of this one we're worrying about at the moment. The neighbours are going toe-to-toe for the 175th time. And it has been a game that has ebbed and flowed. Hardik trying to find a way through. Akashdeep gets India moving once more. Gurjant does well to collect the ball and then looks for the tomahawk, but has to think twice. Kotajit wanted it, Surrender got it, although I don't think he really was overly keen on the pass. Gets it back again. That lifts up off a Pakistani player for a long corner.
Well, if you look at it, the Indian players, even the defenders are in the 25 looking to get goals. Everybody is putting a lot of pressure on the ball. They're coming into attack.
Ali Shan manages to sneak the ball away off the blue shirts of India.
Well then, even though they're attacking in waves, they always have a counter control. There's always somebody in defense who's going to block out that center zone.
India-Pakistan is always such a charged and passionate affair. India tonight have done very well to really compose themselves and calm the game down. Into the deep for Pakistan, still going. Krishan Pathak does very, very well as Rizwan Mohammed looked to bear down on his goal. And Pakistan kicking the ball. No cards at India so far.
It's really good, and you know, they conceded a goal in the first minute. They were a bit of rattle at the beginning, but then they settled down and played their normal game and played really well. And no cards means you're playing 11 versus 11.
The reigning champions from 2016. That's the reigning champions from 2013. They were back-to-back champions, Pakistan, 2012 and 2013. Lalit. Gurjant, good save, Imran Butt. Down very, very quickly. And stopping his team going 4-1 behind.
What a fantastic run by Lalit. He sees the space, he opens up, goes into the space. Lovely little pass to Gurjant in front of the keeper. Imran Butt comes very well to close down the angle and stop it with his left hand.
Butt tries to work the ball down the right-hand side where Mubashir Ali, very experienced player, got 2 balls on the pitch, which Akashdeep will get rid of one of them eventually. Ahmad Brook now through Akashdeep, picked up by Chingleng Sana. The ball bounces kindly for Surrender.
Well, Dan, if you just look at this game, any ball that is a common ball or a 50-50 ball, the Indian players are getting it faster than the Pakistan players. The question is, they're quicker at this stage, and especially when you're 3-1 up, you feel you've got that power in you also.
And if India can go through this tournament, have a good run, potentially win it for the 3rd time, it really gives Surendra Singh some nice headaches ahead of the World Cup.
Well, definitely, you know, he's got to have his worry about his selection in the end, because the youngsters, if they perform, then you've got the players like Ramadeep not here, you've got Ripinder Pal not here, you've got Sunil not here, you've got big players not available. Binder Lakra.
Hardik is very much playing his way into that man's thoughts, as I would assume is Dilpreet, who has scored now 4 goals for this competition. 2 minutes to go. India-Pakistan, it has been a thriller this evening in Muscat. The first time the teams have taken to the field in Oman, and they have not disappointed. Imran Butt coming out again. He's had a decent evening, Imran Butt, in the Pakistani goal, but Hassan Sada, not as easy a game on the 2nd attempt.
Well, definitely when you're playing India, we're now in the circle. Another one just coming in. Manpreet misses that ball. The ball fired in really well by Jamanpreet on the far corner. And Manpreet coming in front of his player, tries to posting in front of his player, misses the ball completely. But look at the intent to get a goal.
Hardik there. Bhuta wants something, eventually does get it. Hardik was powerful against the older Bhuta. Here he is. Away comes the blue shirts of India. Akashdeep one-on-one with the number 20 Quadir. Quadir comes off better. A fine tackle from him. Rizwan, long ball into the deep, collected by Zubair. Not much in the way of support, and Akashdeep just touches the ball away. The whistle goes. Pakistan have a review, and I think they've asked Bruce Bell to use it. Yes, they have.
By Pakistan asking for danger from the lifted ball from the defender's stick.
I will check it.
Thank you.
Well, the ball goes along the baseline and is pressured by, I think, Varun Kumar. Ball goes off the stick. Is it dangerous? Well, I think it is to a certain extent.
Bruce, there's no clear reason to change your decision. No dangerous ball, therefore free hit, and Pakistan lose their ferrule.
And not for the first time. The umpire disagreeing with Cedric, but that it happens, Cedric. We've all been there. That's why the video umpires are there, and that's why they do the job they do. Umpires work incredibly hard in these competitions, and they do a fine job in difficult circumstances. 35 seconds to go here, and India, Cedric, have really played through this performance. Not an easy start for them, but they've worked their way through, and that is an important thing ahead of what's to come in this competition.
Well, I think there's much more to see of this Indian team. They've played this kind of a game against a very passionate Pakistan team too, but I think there's far more to see in this young Indian squad. Tremendous potential in this squad.
The countdown is on towards the end of this one. India have now done enough to claim another victory here in Oman. Their second win in 2 games. Akashdeep gets the plaudits from Manpreet, and India have sealed it in the end, 3-1. It's the Indian fans that cheer the loudest in Muscat. Coming from behind, they were 1-0 down in the opening exchanges. A fine display once more from Hardik, working so hard. Mandeep with the sweetest of goals through his legs. Manpreet worked tirelessly throughout, and India come away 3-1 winners here in the Hero Asian Champions Trophy of 2018. Well, Cedric, in the end, India managed to get a fantastic win, and Pakistan started well, but really outplayed in the end.
Well, I think it was a fortunate goal for Pakistan. The ball ricocheting off the goalkeeper and the postman's foot, and then and Irfan Junior just puts the ball into the corner. But Manpreet's goal is a blinder. He gets into the circle and flicks that ball, beating 3 players on the run and beating the goalkeeper. All ends up on the left-hand side, who was actually bothered by Mandeep standing on the far post. Here you look at it, the ball coming in is flashed back by Nilakanta when he has all the time in the world. Softer hands on the first touch and a quicker shot with not such a big backswing. Akashdeep gets his ball, he spins to the left-hand side, plays a lovely pass to the right. Mandeep does a most fantastic spin and just bobs the ball between his legs into the goal. Fabulous improvisation and the manufacturing of a goal from nothing. Again, Akashdeep plays his beautiful pass down to Lalit. Lalit plays the ball to Imran, but pads the ball, doesn't know where the ball goes off his pads, and Dilpreet, lurking in front of him, just taps the ball deep into the pocket for the 3rd goal.
And the statistics, well, Pakistan 4 shots, India 13. Circle entries 26-9, and possession in the opposition's half 62% for India. Well, the Indian fans thrilled to see that their team take the win. In the end, coming from behind 3-1, 2 wins now from 2. Oman 11-0, losing out to India, and then 3-1 here this evening against Pakistan. We're going to go down pitch side to Charlie Broom and the post-match presentation.
Thank you. Welcome to the match presentation party for match number 6 of the Asian Champions Trophy 2018 between Pakistan and India. we'd like to thank our sponsors, Hero Motorcorp. I'd also like to welcome the dignitary to the presentation party, Tayyab Ikram, CEO, Asian Hockey Federation, member of the FIH Executive Board and IOC Commission member. The award is for the Hero Man of the Match, and it goes to the Indian captain, Manpreet Singh. And he will collect a check for $150 US from Hero Motorcorp.
Well, Manpreet Singh this evening was absolutely everywhere and a deserved Hero Man of the Match. Winning ball in the Indian D on numerous occasions. He worked so hard against Umar Bhutta. Rizwan Senior.
One of the things he also does very well is his communication skills. And look at this movement, coming into the circle. Again, you can see that goal over and over again and enjoy it to the fullest. Brilliant run, attacking the space and flicking it past the goalkeeper. But Manpreet is a player who can play brilliantly in attack as well as in defense.
That's tomorrow's match, India versus Japan. We're going to go down now, and Charlie Broom is speaking to Manpreet.
Many congratulations, a great game personally, but a good team performance as well.
Yeah, thank you so much. But I think we still need to improve so many things because we conceded a goal in the first minute, and I think we need to work a lot of things, and as well as the defensive. I think Pakistan also got a couple of chances, but they missed. But we scored the goals and we won the match.
Yeah, given the start, it wasn't the best of starts, but you recovered very well.
Yeah, be honest, like we didn't start well because Pakistan played very well in the first 5 minutes. They put attacking on us and they got a planting on us. And they scored the goal. And I think we need to improve for the next matches because now we're done for the Pakistan. Now we need to look forward to the next match.
Yeah, you say the next match is a very short turnaround for you, less than 24 hours until you face Japan. How do you go about rest and recuperation in this sort of heat and preparation?
And I think we need to focus on the Japan because Japan is doing really well right now, and we need to work on our defense, and we should not give them easy chances because they are really quick, and I think we need to work on our attacking as well.
Listen, a great game today. Congratulations. Rest up and we'll see you tomorrow.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Delight from the Indian players. Nilakanta Sharma, such quick hands tonight. Harmanpreet has worked very, very well, and Mandeep well. Another match tomorrow. Can he get on the score sheet again, Cedric?
Well, definitely. I think Harmanpreet he's got so much of power in his penalty corner flicks. And, you know, he's just waiting for his opportunity. There were not many penalty corners today for India. So it's
India 2 wins, 14 goals now in Muscat. An excellent display this evening against Pakistan after a difficult opening against the passionate Pakistanis. A 4th Asian Champions Trophy win for India versus Pakistan.